Alright guys, welcome to another episode of PATTAY'S Performance. Today we're going to be starting doing our vlog. Very important here in Long Island considering our lawns. We're here in September. We're going to start transitioning my lawn, your lawn, into core aeration. Now if you guys know, if you guys have been following me, if you have not been following me, this is your first time here, welcome. But if you guys know, I started my journey with Kentucky Tall Fescue 31. Nobody would sell me any seed. Everybody told me it wouldn't work. I ended up getting the seed shipped in. July 4th was the perfect cut for the first time, and my lawn has been fantastic ever since. Did a couple milo applications, did a couple third applications, which I documented. So other than that, it's been pretty smooth sailing. Now is the perfect time to do core aeration. If you guys did it earlier, kind of got screwed because of the weather, and you should probably be reapplying your seed because we had a lot of rain. That means a lot of the seed ran off. So the first step that I'm going to do is, because Kentucky Tall Fescue is a tall grass and it also withstands heat compared to other traditional grasses that you find here on Long Island. So what I'm going to do now is, obviously I've been really busy, unfortunately. I probably haven't cut my grass in maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks, but it still looks killer. You really can't see the lines, but it's nice, lush, and green. Alright, so it's perfect. So now, my plan didn't work out in the sense that what I wanted to do, because when you core aerate, you're going to be cutting your grass to around 2 inches. Now, because Kentucky Tall Fescue is a tall grass, that is a lot of stress on the grass, and I'm going to get brown spots, which is not bad. My grass will overcome that. I do not want brown spots. That's just my personal preference. So my whole idea was to cut and not bag. I was going to continue to mulch, wait 2-3 days to kind of let that grass kind of work itself in, and start shaving until I got to my 2 inches height. Right? I just want to ease the grass in instead of just chopping it off in one spot. Now what happened was, that's my fault, because I ordered my grass seed and my soil conditioner, all of that, and for some reason my grass seed did not go through. So I had to reorder the grass seed, so now I'm trying to compact a few things. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to be cutting every day until I get to my 2-inch height. If I could get it every other day going, I'm going to do that. But if you don't have that time, you don't have that drive, that's okay. You're going to get brown spots. Everything is going to be okay, because once you core aerate and you overseed, you have to keep that seed wet so it could stick and it could germinate. And that watering will also bring back the brown. And also when you overseed, right, you're going to wait about 2-3 days. And then you're going to apply your starter fertilizer, and that will also help you overcome the browning, right? The reason why I choose not to put down your starter fert as soon as you core aerate is, one, it's getting a little colder now, so it's going to be a little bit slower, all right? But if you do the starter fert, the remaining grass is going to grow a lot faster compared to the new grass, and you're going to be forced to cut your grass when the new grass isn't that deep rooted yet, and you run the risk of ripping out the new grass, and that is something you do not want. So I'm going to get the Time Master fired up. I'm going to throw the bag on it. I'm going to check the blades. Probably going to throw a quick sharp on them. I haven't sharpened them maybe in a month or two, but yet again, I don't have any reason not to, because I don't hit anything. I run the Time Master in the front, and I just transitioned to a different lawn mower for the rear because my backyard isn't treated and I don't want cross-contamination. So see you back in a few minutes. We'll get the hot rod out. Alright guys, got the Time Master set up. Blade is nice and sharp. Didn't even have to sharpen it. We're gonna start ripping, kid. Hey, what's up, guys? It's a beautiful day for aeration and overseeding. I'm going to be doing a couple other things today as well. That is right. I tell you guys over and over again, I own my own aerator. I do not play games. I do not want to beat landscapers. I do not want to quell them with them. And I do not want to miss my window of opportunity. Of course, we will be overseeding our infamous Kentucky tall fescue. Alright, remember, the grass they told me I couldn't grow here in Long Island, New York. Here it is, flourishing. So anyway, we're still in the process of this, because remember, this is the first time. We have to see what happens over the winter. But, so far, so good. So anyway, we're going to be killing a couple of birds with one stone today. I'm going to be throwing down my second treatment of Milo. You don't have to do it, but I choose to. Now, Milo is organic. You can throw it down every time you mow. It's not necessary. I choose not to. I do that twice a year. Something that I am pretty adamant about, mushroom stuff. This is my soil treatment. This has to be applied 2 times a year. I'm going to do that as well. And here is our Let's Go starter fertilizer with pre-emergent weed control. This definitely works. You can definitely grow grass. Some of them are gimmicks, some of them you can't. This one you can, and believe it or not, I use this all year long. I apply nothing else year round except for Milo, and that every 5 weeks. That is it. Now my grass grew a little bit high because of work. It's been crazy, but I did start shaving my lawn down to 2 inches. So I'm going to give it a cut with the Toro Time Master, get it down to 2 inches, and then we're going to start plugging up the lawn and go from there. Alright? So I'm going to put you guys on time lapse. I also do a few other things too. I got my weed whacker out. Like I said, we're just going to do an initial cut. Got the goat out. Alright? Paid $10 for this thing. This thing is going to suck up everything. So, yeah. Let's get this, excuse me? Let's get this party started. Just did a basic week around. Now, let's fire up our Time Master. Excuse me. Now remember, we're going to be bagging this time. Because remember, we don't want no clippings to get in between the seed and the ground. Key on, firing the hole. Yeah, buddy. Oh look, our favorite thing to come in the mail. A bill. Thanks, Geico. Look at that. The stripes and sun do not lie. This is probably the last stripes you will be seeing for about a month. That is correct. Do not get on your grass. Do not walk on your grass. Do not touch your grass during this process. After today, do nothing. Let the new grass seed establish once we do that, and let Mother Nature take its course. Golly. Hey, fescue is just gorgeous. Fescue is just beautiful. Alright, so let me show you. Remember? The bagging. Remember, fescue is a very, very tall grass. So if you make the big jump from like 3.5, 4 inches to 2, you're going to have stress marks. You're going to get some browning. But it's okay because you could conquer that with just watering, which you're going to be doing anyway. Me, I don't want to stress out my grass. I don't want brown spots. I do not like brown spots. So what I did is, remember, I shaped my lawn little by little till I got to 2 inches. And then I got to let it grow a little bit tall, but at least it wasn't 4 inches like it's supposed to be. Because I let it grow to about 4 inches and then I shave it down again. So, yeah, let's just see how much we got. Now, where we live, you're supposed to bring our clippings to the dump, but I don't do that. Put in the regular garbage pail. Well, this one is the recycle pail. And the garbage men take it. You want to know why? Because I tip them. Don't be cheap. Don't be tip your garbage men. They'll take anything if you take care of them. Just remember that. Screw the town. They're goddamn crooks. I don't care what you say. They're only out for themselves. They're not here for us. That's a fact. All summer long. Haven't seen my goddamn street sweeper. And that's how I ended up with the goat. I got tired of arguing with them and chasing them down and getting nothing. Nowhere. So you know what? You just gotta take matters into your own hands, unfortunately. Pretty goddamn pathetic. But we pay in taxes. It's goddamn highway robbery. So we're done. Let's get this out of the way. Alright, so now we're going to fire up the Red Max. I'm going to clean this all up. I'm not going to water it. And then I'm going to go after it with the goat. Not too shabby for picking up wet leaves. Look where it was dry. Cleans up pretty damn nice. Alright. Now, let's start aerating. Alright, so here's the start of the show. A Billy Goat aerator. Let's see how much gas we have in here. Yeah, we got enough. So this thing's kind of like a little beast, right? So when you aerate, you're getting rid of the soil compaction, right? And you're poking up little holes. And so you're introducing more nutrients easily into the soil. Because remember, we're walking on this grass. Nobody walks on the front grass except for me. You know, cutting the grass, picking out weeds and stuff like that. And even your lawnmower, because remember, you're supposed to cut your path. Every time you cut your grass, it's supposed to be at a different direction so your grass doesn't train to grow a certain direction, kind of like your hair. You know what I mean? It'll always grow one way. Your stripes aren't going to be as good. You're also going to start developing ruts as well with your mower. So you always want to change it up. Now, if you guys paid attention, when I was mowing, I messed up. Remember, when you first cut your perimeter cut straight around back here, my next stripe should have been starting over there and coming back. But that's okay. One still looks good. So now when we plug, right, your plugs should be like up to your knuckle. That's your gauge. So let's, every year is different. Sometimes I have to put weight on my machine and sometimes I don't. Now, the only way for me to add weight to my machine is adding water. But we're going to make the first pass of that water. I have never had to air water yet. So, let's see. This thing's a little bit of an animal. This thing is going to pull me every way possible. It's very fast. So, let's get this thing going. You know, I'll put you guys up high. This gets pretty scary because this thing is pretty darn fast. So remember, take it easy, right? We're going to go 4 ways. Up, down, side to side, and that is it. We are done. That's my first pass, right? This is what I'm checking for. See that? Sticking it in and seeing what kind of holes we're getting. But as you see, different parts of the yard yield different results. See that? See that right here is finger deep? Right here, where is it? Is only nail deep. So we'll keep going, loosen up the grass. Just enjoy this, because I'm not. guys for a ride. Look, this is perfect. See that? Like little dog nuggets. That's it. I need two hands because you see that I just went over my same line. So we're done. I know I cut you guys out, but I mean, how many times am I going to show you guys aerating? And you can see my soil is still nice and wet. This spot here is almost like a hole for me. It's like a sponge. And then look, these nice little duties. So you have two choices, right? You could leave it, right? Rake it up and throw it away. But what I like to do, because this stuff is good, healthy soil, right? This is just grass right here. Put that to the side because we'll break that up. But this here is good, healthy soil, right? So why would you get rid of it? So what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to take my lawnmower, put it on the mulch setting, right? And I'm going to run over this stuff. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Break this up, and we could reintroduce the soil back into the ground because there's nothing wrong with it, right? If you've been treating and if you've been taking care of your soil, why are you going to get rid of it? It's not necessary. Look at this. This is all just wet soil because I guess, you know, the sun's not hitting it, so it's just staying wet. But that's no big deal. So let me switch up the Time Master for mulching, and we're good to go again. So with the Time Master, switching to mulching is pretty easy. Lift it up, stick in the plug, and that's it, we're mulching. I'm not going to side discharge because I want to keep those little turds inside my mower as long as possible to break them up. This is pretty bad for your blades per se, but if you sharpen your own blades, or if you have a set of beater blades, not a big deal. Blades are cheap, 30 bucks, 40 bucks, I could live with that. Just remember, what is a landscaper charging? There's nothing wrong with the landscaper charging that. He has overhead, he has employee, he has insurance, everybody has to make a living, you know? Cut is done. Now we're going to start to load up the Kentucky Toll Fescue. Alright, so now we're going to start throwing our overseed down. That's the first thing we're going to apply. Then we're going to hit it with the Milo. Then we're going to hit it with the Starter Fert pre-emergent. And then we're going to hit it as our doubling up. We're going to do our soil treatment and the water. Alright? So I got my spreader on 4.5 because that's what the starter fert calls for. That is a synthetic, which means it is non-organic, so you will get chem burn or fert burn if you over apply. But we're going to sit with tall fescue. We are just going to make pass after pass after pass until it's all expired. Now there is a crazy equation that I could care less about. I think the bag was maybe 80, 90 bucks. So what? Think about it. If you have a professional, what is that going to cost you? So that's the casing. Remember, we are overseeding. So the more, the merrier. And the more you throw down, the more of a chance you have to take, all right? So let's load this hopper up. The goods. Kentucky Tall 31, baby. It's almost like this is Lawncare for dummies, because no guesswork, no nothing. For you guys on time lapse. Alright, so overseeding is done. That is right. I dumped this whole freaking bag on my front yard. No guesswork. Zero. So, here's what it looks like. Nice little walk around. These nice seated areas, nice and covered. Right? I'm going to start putting down my Milo next. If you don't have it, that is not necessary. Like I said, that's just something that I do. It's like to apply that twice a year. Now, because I dumped the whole bag and it's organic, you can literally just throw it down. Whole bag. Now, there are people that apply Milo every time they cut the grass. It's a little extreme to me. But as you guys seen, I had no problem keeping my grass green with just the 2 times a year. I don't know. Different strokes for different folks. Now, because the spreader at 4.5 is pretty crazy, pretty low, I switched it up to 12. I'm going to throw it down back to 10. And remember, it's organic. So this thing can go anywhere and everywhere and be okay, even in the plants. Starter fert. With the pre-emergent, remember that has to go down to 4.5. Remember, this is the Lesco brand, and this I picked up at the LUSH farm. And I've been using this all year round. I mean, all year round. All season. Every 5 weeks I apply. And believe it or not, I use the Scott's app. So, the cool thing about the Scott's app, right? is that you can make notes in it, right? And you could set alarms even though you're not using Scott's products. So, thanks Scott for the free lawn tips and maintenance. It's a beautiful thing. That's it. Now I gotta set up the mushroom stuff and we'll be done. Home stretch. Alright, so now it's time for our soil application. I'm just getting everything wet. I guess they just changed their branding every year, but this one I bought originally. And now I just shake this up, stick this in here and feed up the hose and we're good to go. I think this was eBay too. I think eBay, I forgot if it was eBay or Amazon. I mean, I rotate between eBay and Amazon. Whoever has the cheapest prices, that's it. Alright, so it's pretty simple. Get everything hooked up to the hose. I transferred it to the easy spout, gave it a good shake, and let the hose build some pressure. And that's it, baby. We are watering, and we are done. I'm gonna lose you guys because of the hose. So be it. Alright guys, so I got my cultivator out. It's about like 30 bucks at Lowe's. And this is why I'm not putting any topsoil down. Because look, you just go like this. And you work the seed in. Remember, my soil is nice and healthy. And yours, for the most part, should be too. Especially after you put down, you know, the treatment, it's going to help change that. Now, if you're not sure, right? Put down topsoil. Because look what happens. I'm just working the seed back and forth into the dirt. And this is mainly done on your open spot. Now remember, we're still watering twice a day. Now today I didn't water twice a day because I knew I was going to do this. Because I knew I was going to do this, I didn't want really that wet of a ground. I wanted it, you know, to be dry within a certain extent. But today was kind of like funky, you know. The weather's been pretty nice, but just the sun hasn't been out, so it's just still a little damp. See how that? The seed has just worked its way in. Okay, so that's going to be a wrap. Remember, water, water, water. For me, it's nice and easy. Check this out. Forgot, I got this at the beginning of the season. The ratio. Wait, am I connected to the Wi-Fi? Hold up. I'll go nice and slow. Watering nice and easy for me. See, look. Watering every day in the morning from 5:30 a.m. to 7:20 a.m. But that's all my zones. But we do a quick run the front of the yard and the side of the yard. See that? Even have nice pictures. And I get to pick how much time. So we want to keep everything wet. So I've been doing just everything in 10 minutes. So this thing's actually getting almost a half hour of water every day. See that? Ooh. And that is it. Alright guys, I will see you guys in a couple of weeks once germination really starts to happen. And we'll go from there. So this is probably starting to come down to the end of the Long Island vlog tips for the year, because really from now I'm not going to be touching my grass, and neither should you. Remember, stay off it. Do not go on the grass. And I'm going to be stepping on my grass kind of sort of one more time. I didn't realize that's my fault. The mushroom stuff they sent me, although it is good for everything, it wasn't the soil condition I was looking for. I ordered the correct one. Amazon sent it to me by mistake with my schedule, just an oversight. So I'll post a picture of exactly what you need. I will not document that because it's the same process. Hook it up to the hose, shake it, hook it up to the hose, empty it out, and you're good to go. Remember, that is a soil conditioner, and if you have clay-based soil, this will make it more viable and more acceptable to take grass and other types of plants. Here on Long Island, it's hit and miss with clay. I'm not going to dig deep in my yard to find out, but as you guys can see from my pictures, stuff kicks ass. Alright guys, I'll see you guys on the next episode of PATTAY'S Performance. Oh, and don't forget, check me out on Instagram. Even though I haven't been posting on YouTube, my Instagram is on fire right now, just because of my schedule. So yeah, found this video helpful, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and guess what? See you guys on the next episode of PATTAY'S Performance. Later.